One area of particular interest to me is civilian nuclear cooperation. Much of the technical cooperation between the U.S. and India on nuclear power is led by the great people at the Idaho National Laboratory, located in eastern Idaho. Just last week, the laboratory hosted the latest meeting of the U.S. India Civil Nuclear Energy Working Group. This is a great partnership. However, we need to move beyond the technical cooperation and research. It has been 6 years since the U.S. India nuclear deal was completed, and we have yet to see U.S. nuclear companies have the ability to participate in India. I hope we can see improvement on the liability issues, and I urge the parties to move quickly to resolve those issues. This will result in the relationship deepening, and it will be a great benefit to both parties. Ms. Biswal, I want to go back to the matter I raised in my opening statement regarding civil nuclear power. As I explained, we're so proud of what we do in Idaho. We're the flagship. We have the flagship laboratory, the lead laboratory in America on civilian nuclear power. And as a result of that, we do have relationships with other countries, and we're proud of the relationship that we have with India, and particularly have the working group, and even so, going so far as to say it's been hosted there very recently. But we are disappointed that we've been 6 years now and haven't really seen the participation of the U.S. nuclear industry, and particularly the companies, being able to participate there. And it of course surrounds this issue of liability. What can you tell us about that? What work is being done? What are the prospects? What's our prognosis for how that's going to resolve, if it's going to resolve?
Senator, we share your frustration in terms of the lack of progress over the last 6 years. While we did get some small progress and we were able to complete the small contract with respect to the previous government, we see some expanded areas of opportunity with the new government. While we have not yet had detailed discussions with the Modi government on the way forward on civil nuclear cooperation, we believe that there may be an opening to address nuclear liability issues either through a legal framework or through other frameworks that can help create more surety on what the application of liability might be, so that it is not unlimited liability as the companies are rightly concerned. But this is going to be an area that is going to require much greater discussion between the United States and India, and between the companies and NPCIL, to see what the way forward is going to be. I think that we have heard from Westinghouse that they think that there is a greater scope for trying to make progress on this, and we're going to pursue that in the coming months.
I understand it's very early on in the Modi administration, but do you see some things there that give you some hope that there is going to be some movement in that regard?
We've certainly heard statements that make us feel like there's a desire to find a way forward. The devil is always in the details, and for that we really do need to wait and see what the conversations disclose. Have
you got any ideas or suggestions how we might move that forward a little by pushing a little bit on it?
Well, I think we need to see whether there are options either in terms of legislative remedies or regulatory remedies that can help create a framework for discussions to proceed with respect to liability. Beyond liability, there are a host of other issues that also need to be addressed, which we haven't really been able to engage in until the liability issues are addressed.